Hello everyone and welcome to the Juice Vendor Labs product demo. Today I will be showing you the features and the ins and outs of the 3 different products that we're offering so that you can provide additional utilities to your own community. This includes, as I mentioned, 3 different tools. These are known as the Champagne Protocol, the Ape Follow Ape Mechanics, and finally the Mojito Discord bot. First of all, I will show you exactly how this system works on the Champagne Protocol side, which is essentially a flex turn system. With this, you're able to reward your holders for using your NFT as a profile picture on Twitter, and you're able to reward them with any token, any coin, or even experience points automatically. Unlike any other system, we're able to verify every 15 minutes that they have not changed this profile picture, of course that they are still the holder, and that it is not listed on any marketplace. So, I will show you just exactly how this works. You can see at the top of the screen that first of all, I will need to connect both my wallet and my Twitter account. So before you are worried or anything that we're going to try to steal your holders' assets, I will show you exactly what we ask for once you connect your wallet and your Twitter. All we are doing here is just verifying both that they own these assets and that they own that Twitter account. We have no access to anything whatsoever. After we verify both of these accounts, all we do is use publicly available blockchain data to confirm that they have not changed this profile picture, of course that they're still the holder, and finally that it is not listed on any marketplace. After these are connected, all the compatible NFTs within your collection will show up on the screen, and they can select whichever one they would like to use as their profile picture. I'll show you an example with this one. So you can see once you select this NFT, you can click this little download button in the bottom right, and it'll take you directly to your Twitter account so that you can change your profile picture. No navigation on Twitter is necessary, it takes you right where you need to go, and after you apply this new profile picture, you simply come back and click Confirm PFP. This process generally takes anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds depending on the server load, but after you see that burst of confetti, the process is complete and your holders will now earn these assets automatically. So this can again be in the form of any coin, any token, or experience points, and you can even change this at any time. We verify every 15 minutes that they have not changed this profile picture, and every hour these rewards are automatically distributed either directly to their point balance or directly to their wallet. Okay. That is the end of the Champagne Protocol. It's a simple system, but has had fantastic results. In less than 48 hours, projects have been able to increase the number of people representing them on Twitter by over 103%. That about wraps up this part of the protocol. Next, I will continue to the Ape Follow Ape Mechanics. Essentially what this is a list of every single holder representing you with their profile picture on Twitter, with a follow button next to each name. To give you the significance of this, I'll give you a scenario. Imagine that you have 30 people within your community, none of which are following each other, and ask yourself, what do they have in common in the eyes of the Twitter algorithm? Other than the fact that they're connected to your project, maybe 1 or 2 other projects, the likely answer is almost nothing. We're in the Web3 space, we're scattered across the world, all have different interests and different talents. So when one of them retweets a post by your project, it's not going to affect the feeds of the other holders. That's the problem. But with our system, you're able to reward them with these same coins, tokens, or experience points for each follow a holder gives another member of your community. Now I'll continue this scenario. Imagine that all 30 of these holders are all following each other, and only one of them, just one, retweets your project's post. Without anything else, the algorithm will see these people as a tight-knit social circle, almost a hairball of accounts all connected to each other, and immediately push that retweet to the top of every single other holder's feed. While it's a very simple concept, this has fantastic results in increasing projects' global reach, and this Champagne Protocol, the Ape Follow Ape Mechanics, and Mojito Discord bot combination has helped projects increase their global Twitter reach by anywhere from 30 to 80% in less than 1 week. I'll show you the third part of the system known as the Mojito Discord bot, which is really what brings this point system together. Essentially what this is an engage to earn bot that lets you reward people for messages, invites, time and voice chat, reactions, phrases, etc. Really any form of engagement within your Discord server you can reward people with points for. But that's not the coolest part. On top of that, you can reward people for having a specific phrase within their username, such as SuiSwap, for having a banner of your choice, and both of these are only across their entire account, not just your server. So they must have this on their base account where everyone can see in any server they go to essentially become a walking representative of your project. Soon, this bot will even feature profile picture rewards. So on top of both banners and phrases within their username, you'll be able to reward people for using an NFT within your collection that they hold across their entire account. But that's upcoming. So I will now show you this auction is an example just of exactly how people can participate within your server to earn different prizes. You can make these include NFTs, merchandise, whitelist spots, beta spot passes, really whatever you can think of, you can offer as a reward to your holders. Simply all they need to do is click bid up. And if they actually win this auction, then these points will be automatically deducted from their balance. Of course, it verifies right away that they have this many points, but at the end, because it's an auction, only the winner will have the points deducted. You can see, of course, here you can do raffles as well. You can let people buy tickets with a simple click of a button, or with the command they can buy more than one ticket at the same time. Of course, when you create a raffle, you have a lot of different options, the same with an auction. So you can name it, start and end date, of course, and then you can add an image. You can make it specific to certain roles, such as you could have an auction or a raffle only for holders and another for everyone in the community, and offer different tiers of prizes. On top of that, you can set maximum entries, price per ticket, etc. But on top of this also includes a giveaway system, a weighted poll system, so this bot really has everything that you need to run a decentralized community. So you can see here, if I want to participate in a giveaway, all I need to do is click enter, and that's it. There's nothing else, there's no extra steps, no difficult commands for people to enter, and for these polls, what's really cool is that you can actually make them weighted. So you could say, for example, if you are a holder, you have 2 times the weight of a vote as a normal just community member. But it's completely up to you, you do not have to use that. On top of that, you can easily see where you got your points for any user, what roles they have, etc., just by typing user info, or of course, you can view a leaderboard of everyone within that community, and if you wanted to, you could do user info to see where they actually got these points. But so that you can actually see every feature of this bot, I'll show you the dashboard, which is what I was telling you about that code-free setup. This is super easy to use, you can change your settings at any time that you want to, so I'll just simply go to mojito.juicevendor.com. And this brings up another feature that I forgot to mention. These raffles and auctions, if you want, can actually be displayed on our aggregator page along with every other project using the bot. This currently has over 330,000 users. So on top of being able to attract people to your server with like phrases in their name, for banners, you could even display these auctions and raffles to the world with a join Discord button right below it to attract more people into your community and get them sucked in. What a lot of people do is they'll hold maybe 2 or 3 auctions or raffles a week, just with very small prizes. That way they can keep their community active and engaged. But how much you use it and the size of these prizes is obviously up to you. So I will show you this dashboard, which is where you can customize all of your settings. So I'll just give this a second to load, and here we go. So you can see at the top of the screen, I can adjust the point amounts for any form of the engagement. So this is like, you can set a new banner. You can say the phrase in their name. For this project, the example is Daz. You could say how much points they should get, per banner, per day. You can make it so bots don't get points. There are a variety of different features. On top of this, you can easily rename your points at any time that you want to without a hassle. Here in this field right here, you can decide if you want to display these auctions and raffles on the aggregator. Like I said before, it's completely optional. And if you want to, you could either enter your own server invite link or just make the bot generate it for you. You can also customize exactly who can use some features of the bot, such as giving or taking away points, starting auctions, raffles, giveaways, and votes, etc. So all the administrative commands, you can make it so only your team, of course, will have access to those. On top of that, you can set these custom phrases. The most common ones are GM and GN, of course, and then you could really do any phrase that you want your community to say and assign a set amount of points for that. But now we'll get on to the rate limits, which is where you can really prevent the abuse of the system. So right here you can see that for each and every type of engagement, I could set a limit based on a time frame. So if I wanted to, for voice chat, not only could I do 10 per hour maximum, 50 per day maximum, but I could also do 100 per 7 days, or 100 per 5 days, completely up to you. This makes it so you can limit people from basically spamming the system to try to participate in these giveaways, and you can do it however you want to. Especially for phrases and invites, this is very important, as I'm sure you can imagine. But there's no limit to how many of these different restrictions you can add. It's very customizable. Down here, you'll be able to see that there's also a leveling feature. So this is common in a lot of other bots too. But when you saw before, when I was creating these auctions, raffles, giveaways, these votes, I had the ability to actually limit it to people with certain roles. So if you wanted to, you could let people level up, and that way only the most engaged people would be able to participate in the biggest giveaways, auctions, raffles, etc. This is just a way, if you want to to make sure that the strongest people or the most engaged people within your community have a bigger voice or have bigger engagement rewards. Down here, you will be able to see that you can earn daily role awards. This is a very simple feature. It basically just means if you have this role, automatically every day you will get points. The weighted polls is what I was speaking about before, which is essentially making it so people within your community that have achieved a certain role, such as Holder, I could say King of the Apes gets, 1 times the vote weight, and then if you have Sergeant Major, you get 10 times the vote weight. And this is just a way to make sure that if you want to, only the most engaged people within your community have a very strong vote. At the bottom of the screen, you can see that you can enable or disable any command. There are a variety of them. I'm not going to go through every single command that this bot offers, but you can customize it to only use exactly what you want it to. This bot can be whatever you want. Finally, I'll go over a few small features, though it's definitely not what I would call a selling point. But if you go here, you can schedule messages up to a month in advance. So you can make as many of these as you want. There's no more need to stay up late at night to send out an announcement or anything like that. You could say, in this chat, I want this announcement to go out at this time, and then soon you'll even be able to make these recurring. You can set exactly what you want this to look like and get a preview. It's very simple to use. This is actually one of the only features of the bot that requires permissions that are more than your holders have. Because of course, if you want it to make an announcement in the announcements channel, it's going to need permissions for that. Other than that, this bot, to function with auctions, raffles, giveaways, everything, only needs read message history and send messages permission. That's it. It's very non-invasive. On top of that, if you wanted to use the leveling feature, of course, you would need to give it the ability to manage roles, but it really depends on what you want the bot to do for you. Finally, I'll get to the Query tab. This is essentially a leaderboard meant only for you, so that you can see where people get their points, to check if someone's abusing the system. You can easily filter by role. There are a variety of things that you can do with this, but again, this is just a small feature, a utility that's nice to have. I've covered most of the features of this bot, but one of the things I would like to make very clear is what we pride ourselves on is our availability. So we have these many features, of course, but I would like to point out that many of these were not there originally. It was actually recommended by an existing customer who said, hey, I want to be able to set weights for polls, for example. We had it ready for them in less than 1 week. That is our goal in every regard. On top of 24/7 customer support and continuous availability, we also have the ability for you to suggest additional features, and if those are implemented, those will be done for free and likely within a week. I have covered the 3 different parts of this bot, so I'd like to make it very clear. These points that you earn on Discord are actually the very same points that you earn on the Discord side. On the Twitter side of things. So you can actually let people earn points for both representation and engagement on both Discord and Twitter, and let them spend them in the very same auctions and raffles. So these are just a few of the ways that people can spend points. Sometimes this week, we're even releasing a marketplace for people to use. That way, you can let people spend a set amount of points to get a certain item. These are only some of the customizations that we're making. There's always something new in the pipeline, but this is an overview of essentially what the JVL Suite is composed of. It has seen absolutely excellent results. There's a reason that Mojito has over 330,000 users in less than 2 months. And I want to thank each and every one of you for giving me the time of your day to listen to this demo. Thank you.